Hello everyone. Hello, welcome to the stream. As always, my freaking hair. Okay, so hello, welcome. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday. Today is Sunday, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we are back with another stream. We are going to be working on Voyager as always. And yeah, so last stream, which was yesterday, we were basically working on this thing, which is basically my little what the hell? Okay, so this basically is my little board that I use for laying down some ideas for the game. Well, not some ideas, but every idea for the game. And also I have like links for references and inspirations and yeah, some stuff that's useful. And this basically is something that I started like a couple of years ago here in Trello. So you can see like the format is similar, but basically I'm moving everything to Figma because well, although I have the free plan on Figma, I also have the free plan in Trello, but here in Figma it's like, it's not a planning tool, but it's so much more flexible that yeah, it's really useful for all these kind of things. So for example, I have this little document I called workstation, and you can see here under planning, so you can have like multiple pages. Of course, since I am in the free plan, I have one page left, but this is more than enough for me. So yeah, basically you can see here I am like a really similar format like Trello, where I can have lists and tasks, and I can basically, for example, grab hello, okay, so this, and just start typing something, and then I can add subtasks, and this is great. Hello, hi Lou, how you doing? So yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I've been showing this like in every stream basically, but yeah, since I don't have really like an audience right now, I kind of feel like obligated to show everything all the time, because like we stream on Twitch and also on YouTube, and basically yeah, so we like have like an average of like 2-3 viewers on Twitch. Sometimes it gets higher to 4-6, like it's not a lot of viewers, and on YouTube I have 0 viewers all the time. So yeah, that's why I'm also trying out a new title for the YouTube stream, and I also changed the category, because before it was in video games, and I think that's not great. So yeah, basically I changed to technology and science, and yeah, so I think that's the correct category for this stream. And yeah, maybe the title is a little bit more what's the word, so yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it maybe a bit better right now. So yeah, what I'm basically saying is like I don't really have an audience right now, so I feel tempted to show everything all the time and repeat some stuff in every stream. So I hope that doesn't feel weird. It doesn't for me, at least, so that's fine. So back to this. We were basically migrating the last part from Trello to Figma, which is this list where I have all of my ideas. This list is like every idea I've had since I thought about this game. So like at first I had like a notepad where I basically type stuff like ideas one after the other, and basically like I then said, well, I can't have this notepad like locally in my computer, because if anything happens I can lose this notepad. And there were ideas from like 2021, 2022, 2023, so I've had like tons of ideas there, and that's why I created this Trello for basically having like everything laid down here, and not like, of course I can have access from anywhere here, so that's great, but also so that's in a cloud basically, and I can be sure that if like my PC screws up or it's broken or anything, I just can access via any other device basically. So what's the idea? So yeah, I was saying we were basically migrating everything to Figma. Why? So first, because I don't really like Trello for like this project specifically, because like you can see I have like a couple lists for like tasks and but yeah, I couldn't really like lay down everything, and so I went through and tried a couple different things of organizing this, but yeah, I ended up like not using it at all. So yeah, I really like Figma for its flexibility. So you can see, for example, I have this other document which I use for like writing ideas for well, not ideas, but you can see here I have written like the core mechanics things, and for each of the sections of the game. I have this little thing for the onboarding, like when you first start playing the game or when you start a new game basically. And then here I have like a diagram, a flowchart for the core game loop. So yeah, I think this is like pretty useful, really. And yeah, so I said, why not having like all my ideas also here and my tasks, so I can like build something that looks like Trello or like a planner tool, and then just use this. So that's what I'm doing basically. So yeah, and yeah, so this is for the tasks. I also thought about like having a list for everything, every different system. So like, for example, one list for astronaut task, and then like I can go and just create tasks like based on what I have to do for the astronaut and for the camera system and the terrain system, blah blah blah. So yeah, I will be doing that later. But right now, with what we were doing last stream was this. So basically I have this list here where I had like a ton of links, you can see here, for basically some stuff that as a reference, it's really useful things that I could read and yeah, for example here, some artists for retro sci-fi, which is something that's really something that I really like, and also something that inspired like the aesthetic of the game also. So yeah, I have all of this, and then this is like the big important thing that I wanted to move from Trello here to this. So you can see there's a lot of things I've written. I did this yesterday. So, for example, for gameplay, these are basically ideas. Some of these things are already implemented and already like defined or determined for the game. But this is like where I want to have everything like written, and I can come here and just see, so what do I have for lore? So yeah, so I have those ideas there, and I can go here and just type new things. So I have a new idea for the lore. Okay, I write here and can make like a bullet list and blah blah blah. So that's great. Although like yesterday I didn't get to finish everything. At the end I kinda rushed everything, so today I would like to go through everything again to like basically make like a better what's the word? So do something like a bit deeper thinking about each of the ideas, and because like yeah, there are some things that are great, and as I were like while I was writing them here, I was basically thinking of things like my brain was basically firing like new ideas for each of the things. Well, not everything, but some of the things I really liked, and yeah, I would want to go a little further with this. But first, I think we can just continue migrating this, so we can just get rid of this Trello board and not use it anymore. So that's the idea. So yeah, I think that's great. I think today, after doing that, like that thing in Figma and Trello, we could, there's two options. Option one is basically we could start like changing, basically refactorizing or refactoring, I don't know what's the word, but the Starfield scene, which right now is like with the old code and the old mechanics, and right now well, so we already have something defined for that. So basically I will be like creating the system for like inputting like a coordinate system, and then you get a constellation and then you can travel there, but you have no control of the navigation in the star field basically. So that's what's happening right now. So that's one of the ideas, which is like would mean that we have to dive into like more deeper things like coding and yeah. But the other thing is, the other option number 2 is we could do some pixel art, like anything really. I could start making new mountains or like new background layers, or I could even start like finishing the astronaut animations. Let me just show you really quick the astronaut a sprite file. So this could be here, and it is astronaut sprites. So I have this file. Okay, so this is basically all the animations. So for idle we only have one frame, and I also would like to like modify the posture. I don't think I like this like arm raised. I think I want it to be a little more like casual. I don't know, we could try some stuff. And then you can see here I have like all of the animations for running, for jumping, then for fall, jetpacking, then for crouch, let's grab, let's climb, hurt, shoot forward, shoot diagonal. Okay, so there's a ton of animations that are like, yeah. So I was also thinking maybe I would like to create like different files, like different A-sprite files for different animations for the astronauts. So for example, have like all of the common movement, for example, either run, jump, fall, crouch, let's grab, hurt, let's climb. All of this would be in one file. Then I could have another file for let's say jetpacking, let's say also shooting. So we could have like one file for attacks. We could even have like one file for each of the animations. Like this is really, like you can see here, for example. So the size of these files is really small. So that's the great thing about working with pixel art, is that files are really small. So you can see Voyager astronaut. Is this the A-sprite file? Okay, anyways, I can go into the Explorer here. So this is 32 kilobytes. And each sprite is like bytes. It's not even 1 kilobyte. So for example, this is 1 kilobyte, for example, but this is a sprite sheet. So I was thinking I could maybe migrate, like each animation could have its own A-sprite file, and we could like, there's a couple options if we do choose to do pixel art, and that could be, for example, refining, or like not refining but finishing like an idle animation. I was thinking about making it really simple, like a little breathing, and that's it. Then we could do like the run animation, finish it, because it's all with prototype shapes. Then we could do the jump and the fall, and like start like finishing some animations. Or, and this is the part where like maybe like I could wait until we have like a more defined combat system and like a bigger portion of the systems and things that, like established, because before starting to do this other option that I was going to say, which is basically creating the other animations that are remaining. So for example, you can see there's like this shoot animation. How can I? Okay. So this is for shooting, but this is like for the old weapon that we had. Well, it's still like implemented. So it's the only weapon you have right now, but it's like a blaster, kind of like in Earthworm Jim. And I have these two directions because like you can aim where to shoot. So basically I was thinking like maybe the standard or the default weapon, which will be like some kind of blaster, or I don't know, but I want you to like shoot one bullet at a time. I said bullet just to put in a name, but you're not going to have bullet-based weapons. It's all going to be like laser and plasma and all of this really sci-fi thingies. So, so yeah, this is like, I don't know if I will end up using this at all, but yeah, so you can see like we already have like one new set of animations for the new weapon that I want to have. So yeah, and then you have like also I want to add like a run. So this will be the run animation. Okay, is it looping? Yeah. So this is the run animation. And I would like to basically have like a little what's the name? So not walk. I don't want you to like walk by default, but I also don't want you to run by default. I want you to be able to like press another button to run, or double press forward. So so like I want to have some kind of like a more slower run. I don't know what's the word for that, but yeah. So you by default would move a little slower, but not at walk speed. So yeah. So yeah, this is the other option. So I wanted to show this really quick, and we can basically start doing the treadle thing. So okay, so let's see we ended up in NPCs, so we moved everything from here. So now enemies and bosses. Some stuff is like written in Spanish, so yeah. Enemies can be some kind of like evil alliance that it's colonizing planets. So yeah, this is basically what the Vector Realis is. So yeah, that's already defined. Okay, so yeah, this basically says that they can like come into your planet, so they can land in the planet you are on. You can see them in the background like coming like in their ships, and they land in the ground where you are, and you have to attack them basically. So that's already something we talked about before. Enemies and bosses inspired in also, this is a cute one. So I have like, when I was a child, I really liked playing with toys. Well, of course. So logically. But I had like, I really liked like the really obscure toys. Not obscure of like dark, but I mean like rare toys for like characters, like for robots or monsters that didn't necessarily exist in like a series or like an animated cartoon or a movie. So just random robots or monsters. I really loved those kinds of toys, and I have a couple ideas here, so I will just basically move this one to Figma. So this would be content, I think. So we can also then another time, not today, create more lists that are like a bit more specific. So for example, for enemies, well, maybe I could do that today. Yeah, I think I should like finish everything I can with this and have everything set up so that tomorrow, if I stream tomorrow, we can just start like going into Unity and doing something, or Sprite and doing some art. So yeah, for now, let's just right here in this list is perfect. So what was like the okay? Yeah. Perfect. So great. Okay. Okay. So we can say we are basically done with this one too. Farming. Fractal trees with L system. Okay, so this is a cool idea. I don't know if I want you to like, I don't know if I want to add like like yeah, so that's basically the mechanic for planting trees and growing plants and all of that. Like maybe this could be like only one thing you can do that's very specific, maybe. I really like fractal trees and I want to use that. I really want to use it as an idea for something, so yeah, that could be something. What else do we have? So okay, so this is pretty much done. Music SFX. Okay, this could be another list, I think. Yeah, this should be another list. Let me go here and just duplicate this and say I could even have like a list for music and another list for sound effects, but I think I will just have one list for audio, and then I can do something like having this like this and say music, and then we could have our list there. This is the same thing I did in gameplay. So for music, let's see what we have. Okay, so I have, yeah, okay, demo 78. I will explain what this is in a moment. Okay, Tetris, music, yeah. So there's a couple of like vibes that I have. Yeah, I will explain in a moment. Burning Force, yeah. Okay, great. So we don't have like a lot of ideas for music or audio, but yeah, I do have ideas, and I want to basically also because like I'm also a musician, I play guitar. You can see like in behind me there's a couple guitars and a bass. So yeah, I make music too, not only for games but also like as a hobby for myself or like blah. So this demo thing is like basically when I'm with the guitar, I could be playing some stuff like random, and then sometimes I like some melody or some riff or something, and I just save that as a demo, and I have like hundreds of those, as you can see here, demo 119. So I have like a lot of demos, and also some of those demos ended up being real songs. So yeah, that's why I have some of them that I really like for this game, like the vibe. And also I have some like songs that I like for some games, like you can see Riga Arcade. I like the music for when you finish the level. Punch Out, the fight theme, I don't know what's the name for that song, but it has like, I like the vibe that those two songs have. I feel the same vibe from those two. So then, for example, there's one song for in the Tetris, in the NES version of the Tetris. There's one of the songs that I really like. Then for the Zelda 2 house music also has a great vibe, and also this game has a music for when you are about to finish the level. They give you some instructions for like how to beat the boss basically, or the weak points of the boss, and it has like a great song, which in fact this song that I'm talking about right now is the Burning Forest song I'm talking about is on the playlist that I use for the stream. So yeah, I want to have kind of like, not here, but I want more adding. What the hell did I do? Okay, so that's great. So okay, so for audio we have, for music, everything is already moved here. And then we can say, okay, why is it going there if I press tab? That's weird. So Control B, Control Shift 8 for bulleted bulleted list, not disk. Now this will be SFX, and now I can set regular font, and yeah, I don't have anything here. So just one thing, I really like the ambient sounds from Half-Life. That's a game I really love. Oh, by the way, for example, Punch Out or Zelda 2, those games I never played, ever. I never played any Zelda game. I would like to, of course, they're on my list. I have to play them, but never played them. And also I never played Punch Out. So yeah. And yeah, Half-Life is like one of my favorite games ever. And I really love like well, if you played Half-Life, you will understand what I'm talking about. Like, there's this like disturbing vibe, like when you're alone in the game and you just, there are some places that you can like, if you stay quiet and don't move and like just watch and listen, like there's some like disturbing feelings that you get. I don't know, it's really weird. So yeah, I really like that the sounds, the ambience sounds they use, and that adds like a really nice vibe. So that's great, and I want to do something similar in the game. So it's really different because like my game, it's 2D and it's another kind of feeling. But I think I can, like, you can do some stuff like, for example, like I played the last Sega Genesis game I played a couple months ago. I have like an original Sega Genesis. It's my favorite console full time. And yeah, so I have like a really huge list of games that I want to play. I played like a lot of games because it was also my childhood console. So I grew up playing Sega Genesis. Also like the NES, not the NES version, but like we got like the something similar to the Famicom, I think, which here we call it like Family. So yeah, and then I also played like PlayStation 1 and 2, so yeah. But Sega Genesis is my favorite. So basically, there's this game I played a couple months ago, which is called Generations Lost, and it's a really great game. It's a really good game. I really liked it, and it's kind of like a hidden gem, I think, because I don't see many people talking about that game. And it has like, it's from the same studio that, or like the same team that made the first X-Men game, or well, maybe both, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's from the same people that made like the X-Men games for the Genesis. So yeah, the vibe is like, the art style is really similar, and like the sound effects and the gameplay, it's really similar, but I really like this Generations Lost game. It has some cool mechanics, and so the music is like kind of like really calm, and it has some like ambience sounds that, I don't know, I really like the vibe of the game. Okay. So, back to moving ideas. So, stuff, I don't know what this is. Googleplex. Okay, so this is something that a Googleplex is basically a really big number that can't even fit in like the universe. So it's like, maybe I can show you here. So Googleplex, it's basically like a 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 100. This is what a Googleplex is basically. So you have a Google, that's like so a Googleplex is basically 10 Google. It's an unimaginably big number that equals 10 to the power of a Google. So that's basically, yeah, doesn't make any sense how big that number is. So yeah, I don't know, I had this idea of using this in something, but yeah, I don't know. Use super shape formula to create some stuff. I think I have an idea for this, which is basically here in content I can have like I would like to have some algorithms, okay, and then I could have like this, for example, super shape formula. Super shape formula is basically I even have like in the game I have some code that does like create star textures using the super shape formula. So you can have like different parameters. You can set some different values to the super shape, and you get some interesting things. So we can do something with that. It's something that could be interesting to use in procedural generation. Then we have the fractal trees. We also have the Mandelbrot set, which I have here, a reference. Yeah. I think that's how you spell it. Mandelbrot set. Yeah, that's right. Not interesting, but for okay, that's great. So what else do we have? Enemy drops floating, then lerp into player. Okay, so that's a really simple idea that I already had. Mr. X. Okay, so this is basically Easter eggs, but a friend of mine likes calling them Mr. X, so yeah, that's funny. So yeah, I can basically make another list for this because it's something that I would like to have in the game, and I like calling them Mr. X. Funny. So here we could have what the hell? Okay. So lit as an NPC or decoration. So what's lit? You might be wondering. So lit is basically a character for another game I did like 6 years ago, I think. It was basically my final project for my technical degree, I think it's called in English. So yeah, I basically studied for like a couple years game design and programming, and like yeah, the final project was basically we had to create a game, and yeah, I created like this game where you basically have to use light for everything. It was pretty interesting, and yeah, I may go back to that game and do something because the idea was really nice. And let me see, maybe I have like something to show here. Not this. Okay, where is this? Okay, I have no idea where can I find. So maybe game dev, yeah, so lit. Maybe I have some images. So yeah, you can see a couple things here. So as you can see, everything is dark all the time, and you can only see like things that are like lit, and I was using some dynamic light system. I think the idea was really nice. What's this? Oh yeah. So yeah, it's a great idea. I will definitely come back to this at some point, I think. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And the story I wrote for this was also interesting. I was trying some stuff like this, for example, for the light, which looks really nice. This is the same thing. I was also using normal maps, as you can see here. So yeah, it looks like oh, and also you can see like the little candle right here. You basically have to recharge your light, so you can see like the character has some kind of like orb as a head, and it will carry light basically, and you have to recharge it. So and well, like it will get depleted, like it will be like decreasing over time, and your range of sight will also decrease. So you can see here, for example, when you go into a light source, you could like recharge your lights, and yeah. So that was a fun idea, I guess. I did this for Christmas. So yeah, it was a fun little thing. This is the last thing I did, I believe. I would like to go back to it at some point, definitely. So yeah, that is lit basically. So maybe I wanted to add it as some Mr. Egg for the game. Flora. Okay, so Flora is another. This is a jam game I did in 2020, which was basically okay, yeah, so Lit, I started like I did some stuff for Lit in 2021. It wasn't 6 years ago. I got confused. Flora was the first jam I did for Ludum Dare. So I participated in Ludum Dare in 2020, and this is the first pixel art game I did, and the first time I did some pixel art ever, basically. So let me see if I can show you something really quick. Okay, so no, it's not this one. It's this one. They have the same name. Okay, no. Images. So yeah, basically you were like a little astronaut, and in fact, this sprite is in Voyager project. I was using this same sprite until I decided that I wanted to create another a new sprite, basically a new character and like an overhaul basically. So yeah, this was my first jam game, my first time doing pixel art. And yeah, so I would want to add this. Maybe this astronaut could be like a little character that shows up at some point, like an NPC. But the idea that was here is as an arcade game, so maybe you could, like, for example, go into an arcade machine in Voyager and play Flora. That will be fun. That could be fun. But yeah. So yeah, those are basically the Mr. eggs I have right now. I don't have others right now, but I have plenty of ideas of things I could add as Easter eggs in the game, so yeah. And I think we are finally done with this. Okay, I'm so happy. So basically, we can now say that we can just move on from Trello and just leave this board and move into Figma and start working there officially, basically. I want to see here, what's here? Logo, animated logo. Okay, so that's something I would want to do for Neptosmic, but this is another thing that doesn't have anything to do with the game. Web page, blah blah blah. Okay. Discord, supporter, public channel. Okay. Socials. So maybe I could have a Trello for all of these things, but not in the same board of the Voyager Trello. It doesn't make any sense because it's something that's yeah. Neptosmic channel presentation. Wonder how Namaskar would be into the virtual planet. Okay, yeah, so this is basically an idea I had for basically creating content on TikTok or social media. So those are not bad ideas, but yeah, I would say that maybe I would like to just yeah, move on from this and just close Trello. That's it. I have everything on Figma right now, so that's amazing. That's really amazing, and I think I can take a break right now. But first, I would like to check how the YouTube is doing. First, I would like to check how. Okay, sorry about that, but I needed to check because like I am having like a warning from YouTube that the bitrate is lower. I don't know, but yeah. And also, yeah, no, whatever. So I will take a break and I will be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Okay, so what I want to do now, I also think like I started the stream really early today because I had the time to do it, but I'm really feeling like kind of tired, and I don't know if I want to start working on something today, maybe tomorrow if I get to stream. Yeah, it's not easy. Like the weekend is the only day I get to rest of my main job, because I do have like full-time job, and it's really not easy to keep up with that and also stream this project and also do another, like all sorts of other things. So yeah, I have to rest at some point. So yeah, I was thinking maybe my schedule should be like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and some Saturdays I could stream too, but yeah, I don't think I could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because like I said, from Monday to Friday I work full-time on another company making games, and like yeah, it's really tiring. So what I do right now is just go through everything in this list. I will see if I can just basically expand anything, like something I want to go a little further with the idea and just expand it, like basically just do some brainstorming, and then from that I can basically end the stream. So it's been an hour and 18 minutes. I usually stream for 2 hours. Like if I were to stream until my normal ending time, I would be streaming for, right now is 4:23 p.m. So I would stream for like another 2.5 hours. No, sorry, it will be for an hour and a half extra, so for 3 hours basically, and a little more maybe. So yeah, I think it's not a big deal. Sunday is a really quiet day for streaming, I guess. I would like to have like maybe Saturday could be the day that I can like do some streams sometimes if I don't need to rest, but maybe Sundays I just like take that day off because like yeah, it's not easy. So yeah, let's go through everything here and let's see if it aligns with everything we have basically talked about until now. So also these are ideas, not things that are going to like to be in the game 100%. This is just ideas that we are going to be analyzing and seeing if we can put them into the game. So for example, farming plant fruits for fuel, charging weapons, ship, etc. So that's not a bad idea. And when I was writing this yesterday, I thought about a couple things. So so maybe we could say fruits. So fruits grow on trees / plants over time. Okay? I don't think this is a mechanic. Or yeah, maybe it could be a mechanic. I don't know. So yeah, I think it's a mechanic because it's something you would do. So for example, you're using your weapon and you run out of fuel for the weapon or energy. So maybe this should be inside like another thing that would be called something like healing. Okay, and this would be there and this there. Okay, healing fruits. So for healing fruits, you could consume fruits from trees to heal, which doesn't sound like like something that makes sense, because like when so basically the astronaut is not like a human being, is like sort of like some kind of machine robot. So I'm thinking like there's no like organic aspect in the character. So maybe what we could do is basically have like I'm thinking of some really crazy things. So the astronaut has some kind of oxygen tube. Like it's not oxygen because it's not a human, so it doesn't make any sense. But I am thinking like we can have something like, for example, this is the okay, let's say this is the astronaut facing like okay, so basically he has this kind of tube that is connected to his helmet, basically to his head, and this could be filled depending on the amount of like fuel you have, for example. And I think I can like do this in a sprite, like in the sprite with a shader. This will be something visual, but you could have two things. So let me go into here, documentation boards. So here, astronaut. Okay. So here you can see the design. In fact, like none of this is like the final design, because I ended up like adding like a little monitor in the chest. So this would indicate your life support or like your state of health, basically. So if this is green, you're okay. If this is like, I don't know, this color is just placeholder. So maybe if this is green, let's say, okay, not this. Where's the... Okay, so where's this? Okay, so like this, for example, if you're fine, maybe brighter, I don't know. Then if you're getting hit, and maybe just you can go like this, and maybe even like, okay, so that doesn't look very good. Go like that, and maybe when you're getting really bad, like that, and that will be like indicating that your life system is like really bad. Basically, you have to heal. So what was the idea with this? What's the idea I have in mind? Basically, you can see here like this there's some kind of like cable or thing connected from the helmet into this tube. Okay, so basically what this means is that I could have, for example, this tube could be like indicating the amount of energy you have. So this would add, like, this would maybe define another mechanic of the game, because like you have health or like energy, let's say, and then you have fuel, and you could have those two. That's like, this could turn the game into, well, not, I don't think it will turn into a survival game, because then you will have to have like some kind of like thing for hunger, and yeah, I don't want that kind of mechanic. But what I do want is to have like those two parameters, or like yeah, so those two parameters that you have to fill in order to use, for example, not your ship, but everything that has to do with your suit, for example. So your gun, your weapon, for example, could be charged with your suit. So for example, in the gloves, if we want to give some kind of explanation of how this works, I can say, for example, that you like the astronaut in the hand has some kind of contact, that when he like grabs a weapon, he charges the weapon and then he can shoot. So like we could have some kind of so yeah, so basically we could have the battery, for example, or energy. I would like energy. Yeah, I have to basically search for other words I would like to use for this. For example, I don't know if I want to use health, because like health is something more human. example, like not human, but like for living beings that have like cells and like that are biological and organic, and yeah. So this is not an organic being. It's like some kind of robot, a humanoid robot with some kind of android basically. And so yeah, so yeah, I'm basically thinking that maybe for the health or for the life bar of the astronaut, we could use energy, and then we will use another kind of like word for the fuel, or for the I don't know what other words can we use. But basically I like energy, so yeah, we could use like energy for everything, but yeah, I don't think that's what I like. I don't know. Anyways, this is not what I should be focusing on. The thing I was thinking is like fruits. So energy, astronauts' health. And like basically we could have I guess I would like to do something to like where you cannot charge, not charge, but it doesn't regenerate over time, so you have to recharge it. And then we will have some, for example, like fruits is one option. Crystals, that could be another thing we could use. So this would go like then fruits. Found on rock. Okay, so crystals could grow, not grow, but could be found in stone, does not grow again. Then you have fruits, which would make it like a limited resource in each planet. Then you can have fruits found on trees, plants, can grow again over time. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. So regenerates over time. Then so I like the idea of like Half-Life, where when you go to Zen, which is like the dimension where the aliens are, and there's like this kind of like mystical water or magical water that you can go inside and you heal. So I like that idea too. So you could find some kind of like water fountains. Water, so it won't be like just water, it will be some like I don't know which word I could use. So yeah. Yeah, let's call it special water fountains. Okay, so crystal, fruits, special water fountains. Then all of this these healing options are available on certain planet types. So what this means is that maybe on planets that are like really colonized, so 90% or higher, for example, you don't have any way of healing. So maybe you have to maybe this. Okay, so yeah, I think that's a great idea. Then we will have something like the fuel. Okay, maybe I have to do this. Fuel. So, for example, for the weapon, for the jetpack, for weapon, jetpack, etc. So we'll think about, oh, I hate when this does that. I want to go here and press enter and enter again, and then have this aligned there. So energy for anything related to the astronaut suit. Okay, so this could be weapon, jetpack, etc. Okay, maybe okay, the tube that the astronaut is carrying in his bag is the fuel tank. Everything uses the same energy. Okay. The same fuel. That's what I mean. So everything uses the same fuel. Okay, so that could be an interesting mechanic, but also kind of limiting. And this does not regenerate . Maybe similar options like the ones for helium. So what I'm thinking is that, for example, for fuel or for health or anything, basically, we have the 4 frontiers, okay? And one of the 4 frontiers is has a property of energy. So what does that mean? If we have a planet that is has like a frontier number, which one was it? I think it was like the number 2. So if we have a planet of type F2, that means there's more likely to be energy there. So energy resources, that's what I mean. So yeah, what I'm saying is, if you go into a star that is like a F2 type, there will be more planets with energy resources, basically. So yeah. Now the thing is, can you carry like resources in your inventory? That's another thing we should basically check. So we have inventory somewhere here. So Tetris mechanic, blah blah blah. Okay, so you can carry energy resources. Okay, that sounds fine. Okay, great. So yeah, that's something I think it's an interesting idea for sure. So yeah, I think that's great. And yeah, we could go further from here. Like we could keep going into everything and just like develop the ideas and everything, but I think I should just start doing stuff in the project, because like I don't think we did anything like other than the tree. That's one of the things we did in one of the streams, and we did the shader for that, for the like thing when it gets into the nighttime, and the darker tones shift the color and blah blah, and also the foliage sway. So we did a couple things, but we did not but that's it. So we're not, of course this is also part of the process, of course. Like this is necessary because like before I did not have like a solid idea of what I wanted the game to be like, or like the content of the game, or like the mechanics. So I had like some loose idea of what I wanted and everything, but I wanted to have this, what the thing I have now. This is like a great path that I have been creating for myself in the past, in every stream basically, since I started a couple weeks ago. So maybe it's been a month from my first stream. Let me check that. I have like the folders here, broadcasts. So my first stream was 5 March, so it's been over a month. Of course I don't stream every day. This is all my streams since I started this year, but we've been talking about basically the gameplay of the game and ideas and the mechanics and all of that, and we're not done with that. Of course we are going to be developing everything as we go, but we did not do any work on the game, on the project itself, and I would like to start soon with that, because like we can have all of this and the ideas and everything, but at the end of the day we basically need to have something that can be played, because I want to, when I have like most of the systems build up, like the basic systems that we need for the game and all of the scenes and the sections and all of that, when we have all of that ready to start creating content for the game, I want to set like some kind of goal for creating a demo of the game, so we can basically start like showing a demo to the people. So yeah, that's going to be like, I don't know how many months from now. But yeah, I am basically taking this really easily. I don't want to put pressure or anything. I just want to work on this when I can, and at like a normal pace. I don't need to rush anything at all right now, but I want to start building towards having like some kind of product that I can show and has content and has something that people can at least see something, some gameplay. Because right now you can just play in the planet and run around and that's it. So yeah, I think if I get to stream tomorrow, we are going to start with the Starfield, which is the first thing, because like the Starfield is basically like, it doesn't need like a lot of other things, other systems. I basically need to create a coordinate system, a thing to handle coordinates, and basically I need to create to modify the scene so that when you enter a coordinate, it travels into that coordinate, and then it you can select the star in the a constellation. That's what I'm trying to say. You can travel into that constellation with the coordinates. Then you are in the constellation and you can select a star and then go there, and there you go. So yeah, that's what I want to do in the next stream. So that's what we are going to be doing. Also, we pretty much did what the objective was for this stream, which was basically to finish migrating everything from Trello to Figma, and then like, well, having everything here ready to be like worked on, and then and yeah, so then we can start working in Unity basically. So yeah, I think this would be the stream for today. Thank you very much for watching. You can join the Discord, and you can share some art, some music, anything you want, you can share there, and you can get notifications for when I'm live on Twitch and on YouTube, on the Discord too. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next stream.